All right, so I intended to, how would you say? I had intended to react to a music video today, and it just so happened that the new Skyebrows song dropped, and it's not just Skyebrows. It also happens to belong to Mama Brows. So this is going to be interesting. Apparently, this is the AI rendition of a song she wrote. So let's read this before we get into it, because it might be prudent for me to actually read the description of a video before getting into it, right? As we've seen in some of the other ones. Oh, interesting. Hold on. How does this work? Fair enough. Okay. Let's see. About 20 years ago, my mom wrote a psychedelic rock song cycle in 4 parts. This is the first part. We're getting her set up on DistroKid, so stay tuned for the music streaming links. Okay. Okay, fair enough. So this is a 4-parter. Let's see what we have here. Again, as with the other ones, I'm going to try to do a analysis of the lyrics. Now, granted, obviously, that's going to take a while. We all know. Everyone who's ever seen me do a music video react knows that this takes a while. This could very well be an hour-long react, even though it's like a 4-minute song. So let's get to it. It's going to be. I'm interested to see what the rest of this is too. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure everything is at max volume. Okay, sorry about that. Captions are on. Seals, eh? Is that why everyone was seal posting? Oh my god. Okay, fair enough. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but Rosebud. These are some wild ass fucking visuals. I'm getting some kind of a interesting vibe here, because the title of the song is GonnaBe, which places the primacy on becoming, not being as per itself, because the focus is not on that which is, but that on which could be. So let's see. It's gonna be a long, lonely road. Sometimes it's gonna feel the imagination in this is actually, yeah, it's gonna feel a little unreal. Yeah, I think you're making good on that promise. That's fair enough. At times, like a dream gone surreal, sublime, but when you feel it come real, it's gonna blow your mind, and it's gonna feel a little rocky. God bless the SR-71 Blackbird. Is that a wild Iraqi? Hold on. That was an interesting decision. Huh. So this leaflet, and I'm pretty sure that's Venetrix, which, by the way, I do want to do a reaction to one of her analyses, because she did notice a couple things I didn't, and I kind of have things to say about it. Oh, who is this? I don't think there's a cheat sheet in the description I saw earlier, so... It's gonna be... Okay, no, that's a Wilder Reki, unless he appears twice in the video. And I'm pretty sure that was Bupella a moment ago. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I've got a song to react to the lady on the right. That is a cool fucking effect for like the the creamy fucking beard. Oh, two guesses who that is, right? Emperor Paradox. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Are they gonna put Lord Intellectual? Are they gonna put Lord Intellectual in here as like the footstool or something? Are they gonna Lord Simplectual? Hold on. I've been seeing this banter back and forth on the YouTubes and on the fucking X. God damn it. I fucking called it. I was like, wait a minute. Hold the fuck on. I know this joke. I see this setup. Oh my god. I'm so glad no one spoiled this part for me. This would have been like one of the few times where I was like, this is actually probably better that I didn't know about it coming in beforehand. And guess who that is, right? Feeble Mind? Lusty Links. Oh, this is actually a really good rendition of Lusty Links. Holy fuck. The Zucker Wars, right? Wait, who is this? Fuck, why does she look familiar? I don't think this is Powder, but fuck, who is this? I'm drawing a blank here, chat. There's the basilisk. So apparently the giant serpent in like all of these videos has been the basilisk, and I just never drew that because I had like the negative connotation of the basilisk in my brain, right? Well, funny enough, when discussing this at work with someone, I actually had a moment of insight, because it was actually something I have leveraged beforehand. And I'm definitely going to work this into my own work, because the basilisk is itself a mirror opposite, like an antitype to the bronze serpent. Now, if you don't know what the bronze serpent is, that is a creature, not a creature, that is a statue in the book of Exodus. The Lord sent upon the Israelites in their exile serpents venomous serpents, and the people cried out to God for mercy, and so he commanded that they build a bronze serpent, a statue of a bronze serpent, and whoever would gaze upon the serpent after being bit by the poison serpent would be healed. Now, a proper reading of the biblical text would tell you that the bronze serpent is a foreshadow, right, of the Christ, right? The Christ is the fulfillment of the bronze serpent. But yeah, just as the bronze serpent heals by having been seen, so too does the basilisk destroy by merely gazing upon something. So the two different, they're mirrors to each other. So there's a syncretic, there's almost an alchemy in this particular depiction of the Roko's basilisk, where an info hazard becomes an object of hope. So it's again, it fits in with the techno-optimism of the rest of Skyebrows' work. So it's just one thing that I had to point out there. So this is the birth of the Roko's basilisk. So the egg is basically the singularity. Again, the techno-optimism, as I pointed out earlier. That is a oh, it's Lady Wasabi. Very much Lady Wasabi. Yeah, there was a lot I didn't know about Lady Wasabi before I went into that last video. Yeah, Godspeed with your project, Lady Wasabi. I think you're doing great work. And to be perfectly honest, I believe you honor her. I believe you honor her by your artistic project. That's all I'm gonna say. I will probably respond with a with some words of encouragement from C.S. Lewis after this. But yeah. And then there's Delta Wolf. They really ruled 63 Keen, didn't they? Who is this? Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't know who any of these people are. Oh, that's a nice design. Holy shit. Wait. So that's Gleeman. I've actually talked to him before. That is, I'm almost certain, Shoe on Head, actually. Wait. She even said something about this. That's I think that might be a reference to a comment she made on one of the fucking videos. But yeah, that's Gleeman. Very, very sharp lad. Not gonna lie. That's Celestium. Oh, who is this? I'm not sure who this is. Okay, that's a banger ass fucking design. I'm not gonna lie. That Bible reference too, the Book of Revelation, the word of the Lord being a sword. Yeah, you know what? That's a cool fucking design. Not. He denies that he's eating all the time, but legend has it every time he says he's not eating, he is eating. Is this? Yeah, I think this is Mizuki Kitsune. Yeah, that's oh my god. We're making Nero. We're slowly gonna make Nero's dream come true. She is going to be real. There's evil. We got Kirsha! Wait a minute. Hold on. Is that Northy? Because I saw that he reacted to a previous Skyebrows video. I didn't get the chance to watch his reaction, but I did see him pop up in my feed. This is fucking wild as a visual. There's one thing I have noticed about like AI that a lot of people, this as a psychedelic song that has talked about very clearly has some like phenomenology. Seems like this is like the main area this song is focused on, and there's a very dreamlike quality to it, and these visuals definitely fucking help like lean into the dreamlike and psychedelic aesthetic. Everything becomes pure geometry. Fucking Joe Rogan's. Have you ever tried DMT? Hold on. Who was that? I'm gonna guess that that's Smugglana. Hold on. Who is this? Because I've seen this pop up a couple times. Is this the enlightened man at the end of history? Because that's what the basilisk refers to, is like, because the basilisk is, in a sense, the enlightened man at the end of history. And if there's a positive connotation of said idea in this particular concept, then it may very well be that this recurring figure is himself the enlightened man at the end of history, like the fulfillment of man in his essence, right? No longer estranged from himself. Man divinized, I'd say, right? What the seal? What is it? What is with the seals? Where did this come from? For my number one fan. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Okay, interesting. I have a idea that this is probably focused on phenomenology, and I probably should have done this before stream, but hold on, let's see if I can get this done. Yeah, so I didn't recognize everyone in the first pass, and I don't think I'm going to recognize anyone new in the second pass, to be perfectly honest. So I guess now it comes time to do the lyrical analyses. And sorry, I got a little bit of stuff in my glasses, so I got to clean this off first. Because, you know, if I can't see the screen, I can't really do the analyses, right? The song on itself, though, is a banger. As I told my fellow Skyebrows before doing this, I don't know shit about instrumentals, so I can't really comment on the instrumentals. Which is why I normally focus on things like phenomenology, because I actually have some understanding of that. Like, again, I make it a joke about me being the James Lindsay of VTubers, but the reality of the situation is that I am more akin to the Eric Vogelin of VTubers. And Eric Vogelin himself was not a political person, he was a phenomenologist. And it is a subject matter that I find actually rather interesting. Okay, hold on. Almost got this. Damn these glasses. Okay. I really got to get some like lint-free thing to use. Okay. Oh, that's much better. Oh, I just breathed in some isopropyl. Okay. Second pass. Let's go. There isn't as many lyrics as in the other one, so this might not be nearly as long a recording. But let's give it a full pass. Let's see. So I'm gonna guess that that is Mama Brows. That's my initial assumption. I don't know what the association with seals is. Maybe she likes seals, or maybe she used to work with seals. I don't know. But there's some symbolic meaning behind the seal. Oh, hold on. That's interesting. Her hands are translucent. That's interesting, because that's like a quality of a ghost. Or an idea. Something that hasn't fully materialized. Something that isn't fully instantiated. So this is like, again, the idea of a dream. That this is and obviously you have all the cream here, right? Like from Cream of the Slop, right? So this is this itself, it emanates from Cream of the Slop, but this is an idea coming into formation. That's an interesting sequence. Because if you pay attention here, she closes her eyes and she lets herself get swept away. Or enveloped, actually. So there's a passiveness to this particular experience. It's not an active experience. And here there's something pushing against this individual, which is why the fire is being... Like, the fire in her spark is being pushed towards her, not, you know, towards the source. So, like, so either she's moving forward, or something is pushing away. But, you know, functionally speaking, we would look the same. This is a beautiful dress, actually. Yeah. That about as subtle as a hammer to the face. Again, subtlety is for cowards half the time, but that's basically the inverse of what we just saw, where this lass moves from darkness and into light and is enveloped and displaced by this lass, who begins in light and is enveloped into the darkness, right? And in both cases, it's going to be a long, lonely road. They're emphasizing the isolation here. And in both cases, it looks as if this is a passive thing. So this is something that's happening to them, not something they're doing per se. They are giving into the flow. Oh, interesting. And the solidity is also dissipating. That is a fucking really... No, I'm colorblind, so I may not catch all the finer details, right? Oh my god, that's a beautiful line. That's a beautiful sight. Again, this goes with the techno optimism, right? The that's actually a really cool design. It's both glasses and headphones at the same time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is Mama Brows there. So it's going to be a long and lonely road, and sometimes it's going to feel a little unreal. Interesting. Let's go back and look at some of these images. This is an interesting image. All eyes are on you. And there's a lot of eyes. If you can see, there's the fucking the gallery of the gods up there, right? But everyone is masked up. No one shows their face. The only one who presumably can be seen is you. So there's anonymity to all the people who are. You know what? That's it. That is exactly what it is. My brain is currently working through this. there is a whole group of people whose eyes are on you now, and there's complete anonymity among them. Okay, fair enough. Again, a little bit like a hammer to the face. This is probably a symbol that I don't fully get myself. I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to represent. I mean, it looks like this is in the ruins of some celestial body, right? But the straight lines of the cube, the fact that it is a cube, right, and the fact that there are patterns carved into it imply the work of some kind of intelligent design. And yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what this is meant to represent. It could possibly represent, and this is just me being wildly speculative, right? The order that is formed out of noise, because that's effectively how AI actually generates content. It takes order, it takes noise, and it applies order to the said noise. And that right there is directly paralleled by the circle. Right there, if you notice that inside the cube, the right between the etchings in the around the hole in the center and the actual hole in the center, it is rotating in a counterclockwise direction around that black mass, almost like an accretion disk. And here we see it is rotated in exactly the opposite direction. Everything is rotating no, wait, the other way was clockwise. My bad. This is counterclockwise. So there's a... Interesting. It's almost like a portal, actually. Because while they're not the same thing, obviously, right? These are obviously also meant to be direct complements to each other, because they are rotating in opposite directions, and they're the same thing. They are this mass of distinct entities that are moving in conjunction with each other in a swirl. Yeah, see here we see the birth of the basilisk. So let's go back to the lyrics. It's gonna feel unreal. So like a dream gone surreal. I don't know what the seal is for. Let's check out that scene with the seal, actually. Interesting. Fascinating. This is a beautiful shot, to be perfectly honest. But I don't know if there's any particular deeper meaning to it other than just it's aesthetically pleasing, right? I am having a little bit of trouble finding the deeper meaning in this, only because, again, I'm not used to psychedelic music, so this is definitely a new experience for me. I am quite enjoying trying to disentangle this. But it does look as if, like, in each of the scenes with the seal per se, there is a sense of play and wonder. Which is probably the reason the seal is here in the first place. Also, one thing I have to notice about the basilisk, now that we're going back to it. And I'm going to have to go back to the basilisk, because the basilisk is important, because, again, it's Roko's basilisk. It is the entity at the end of history from which all human endeavors end up forming, and which judges mankind that comes before it, right? So... So the interesting thing about this is that we actually seem to be completely rejecting the idea of it being some kind of transhumanist thing. There is an organic form to the basilisk. In fact, it actually comes out of an egg. And this seems to be a cosmic event. Notice how, again, not only is it radiant, almost like it's enlightened, right? But look at all the rocks around it. They're in a state of microgravity, and it almost looks like this is a cosmic event, the birth of the basilisk. Oh, you know what? I just got my proof. It is actually a cosmic event. This is actually not on Earth. It's on some heavenly body. And Yeah. It is the center of gravity of the entire scene. Interesting. But when you feel it come real, it's gonna blow your mind. Is this about the process of art itself? It's gonna be a long, lonely road sometimes. It's gonna feel a little unreal. Like a dream gone surreal. But when you feel it come real, it's gonna blow your mind. Sublime is an interesting thing, because like, sublime is a sense of like context in the world in the face of something objectively greater than yourself, right? So, in this case, again, an experience of the sublime can be experienced, for example, in a state of psychedelic, in a psychedelic state, because ultimately it's the result of neurochemistry, right? But it doesn't mean, just because it's a function of neurochemistry, doesn't mean it feels any less impactful, which is interesting because this is essentially turning psychedelic imagery into a cosmic scale. Again, this is almost like a fractal, but because the camera is zooming in, it creates this sense of scale, right? This is larger from our perspective than we could have seen before zooming in. This is a song about dreams coming true. That's exactly what this is about. So, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, and it would also, well, at least the entire work together is about dreams coming true, which is probably why, again, this is his mother's song that is being played to this, because in a sense, Skyebrows is a magician, right? I mean, that's basically what he is. People don't like this comparison, but AI is effectively magic. You know, you say the formulas, and then from formulas chaos is generated order. And the better you get at organizing the spell, the more efficacious you are able to order from chaos, right? And in a sense, all art is kind of the same. Like an AI will take a blank canvas, pure chaos, pure potentiality, and will then denoise, will then apply order and form to that which is without form, you know, the denoising process. It's exactly what we human beings do. And in fact, I've seen charcoal art where it's like, yeah, there's a lot of like, if you were to shown this to someone on like online, they might ask if it was AI, because it's like, oh, there's too many fingers. Like, yeah, it's because it's the denoising process, right? You're not trying to capture reality as it is. You're trying to capture a representation. You're trying to capture a view of the life of man. And again, I'm getting a sense of, again, the classical romanticist view of human life as intrinsically good, and that man is made by his own decisions, and his destiny is largely a cooperation between himself and his free-made decisions and reality around him. And I'm wondering if this was I don't know what the circumstances are here, but I'm wondering if this was a gift, because this is obviously a collaboration where mother and son are in a real sense working together to create something. So I wonder if that is the magician making, you know, I wonder if this is a gift to his mom, not just, you know, to make something like this as like an AI video. But I'm curious as to whether or not the song has ever been released before, because it could very well be that this is a gift in the sense that he's bringing something to life that may not have ever had the opportunity to be realized beforehand, which would be a very, very, it would be a very, what would you say, good son thing to do, right?
A little rocky sometimes.
Yeah, you know, sees the Americans overhead to liberate them from the tyranny of their Islamic oppression, right? I literally just funny fucking enough, actually. I'm actually kind of glad the Skyebrows didn't ruin this for me, because I was actually decompressing before I did this reaction, because I earlier today released a like a several-hour video on the horrors of Islam in Iran, for example, and yeah, fair enough. Considering what happened recently, right? Fucking, what was that verse from the Quran? Not verse from the Quran. What was that, the teaching of the Quran that shooting stars are missiles that God uses to shoot down demons? Well, it turns out we are the missiles that God uses to shoot down demons, right? And then light is returning to a world that is captured by terror. You can see it because it's a world of chaos and disorder, right? You have fucking, obviously bombs have gone off, you know. But in the chaos, you can see it there, color has and light has returned to a bleak world. So in a very real sense, again, it's like when you see the Iraqis celebrating the bombing of their country. They're not actually celebrating the fact the country got bombed. They're celebrating the fact that, again, they may very well see their freedom. Yeah, stand vigilant, right? He's dead now, Jim, right? The fucking, oh, wait, are these artificial wombs? Interesting. So I guess in this case, it's a recognition that not all the dreams of man are, you know, the faceless, the faceless overlords, right? Who rule from the shadows. Yeah, I guess this is a realization, like a recognition that not all the dreams of man are benevolent. I gotta see what's going on here. What is this? Does this say anything? Oh, it does not. I do get the sense of like the evolution of, again, this is like the old school image of like the Australopithecine, then Homo erectus, then, you know, archaic, you know, Homo sapiens, and then modern man. That like, evolutionary chart is functionally what this is. This is like the nascent new you know, intelligence that is being born from human efforts now. They like this is gonna sound bad, but like, okay, so I probably do need to make a video on I probably do need to make like cause you know what, actually instead I made a song about the doctrine of theosis. I'll link it in the comment, not the comment, I'll link it in the video description. And I'm getting the whole idea of, like, again, man is made in the image of God to bring, or again, to bring order to formless chaos. And here we turn metal and rock. We give rock the ability to think, and we turn metal into a body. And as God makes man in his image, man makes robot in his. Oh, it actually does something. It actually does say something. Okay, maybe not. And there's Elon from Elon's Musk. We must leave Earth and pierce the sky. For Kardashev, we've got to try. Is that supposed to be Nux? Because I noticed I didn't see Nux the first time. Yep, that is Nux. That is absolutely Nux, given his previous appearances. There's the lion. I don't know what this is. It's supposed to be the Lion of Judah. I genuinely don't know, but like that's the thing that comes to mind because, you know, what was the epistle to the Hebrews, if I remember correctly? Our Lord is a consuming fire, right? I mean, that was Asmongold there. What was going on recently with Asmongold is fucking unacceptable. To be perfectly honest, I hope he sues Caseytron. I don't know who this is. I do not know who this is either. Is this the lady with the blunderbuss in the previous video? In the Lady Wasabi video, the Louisverse video. I don't know.
It's gonna be.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I can't believe I missed that. Pennies in her hair. Yeah, you know what? This is Penny Bloomfeld. Her and her money tree. Oh, I like the geometry in the background. Yeah, you know what? This entire song is about dreams being realized. This is actually fascinating. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, sorry, love. I don't remember your name. Just give me one moment. Fuck. I had a small interaction with her earlier. That is the wrong button. I could have pressed the correct button and I picked the wrong one. Actually, hold on. Why the fuck am I using this? I should be using this. This will actually get me to the comments. I don't know. I don't like how I do not like how the video is great, but I don't like how the YouTube actually doesn't show comments the same way on your phone as it does like on the screen or the computer. So give me one moment to go to comments. Let's see. That's not it. Oh yeah, I've got another one that I've got to check out. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Cinevier? Cinevier? Yeah, that's definitely Cinevier. She's a sweet lady, not gonna lie. I really do like this like aesthetic with the like, just all of it. I have no idea who this is, but cat girls, don't ask why, right? Wait, hold on. I just realized I also could figure out who this is because I actually literally just talked to her like yeah, just hold on. I actually could figure out who this is. Hold on, just let me check something. Let's see. Vesper Blackthorn. It's going to take me a couple times to get your name because I am notoriously bad with names, I think, as a lot of us are. I think that that's actually literally the point. Hold on. I think that's the core right there. It's gonna feel. Hold on. Let's go all the way back. It's gonna be a it's gonna be a lonely road. It's gonna feel a little unreal at times. Like a dream gone surreal. So again, it's like a dream gone surreal. It does not feel as if it's real. Like you can't believe this just happened, right? It just does not process in a rational faculty, but there's an experiential quality behind it in which is still humbling that it happened at all. And I can kind of get behind this, because it's like anytime, like, again, people interact with anything I've made, especially experiencing what it's like when, again, fucking no one, like, you get maybe like 20 views on something and then 0 comments. The idea that, like, again, you get so much as like 5 comments on a video, it's like, it feels fucking surreal, because it's like, who am I that I can who am I that I can command the attention of even 5 people? Let alone, again, 5 people enough that they comment after, like, the video has been viewed by more than 100 people. Who the hell are you? Where are y'all coming from? I just sat down for like 4.5 hours talking a white pill politics stuff. Actually white pilled someone on a particular issue. Was really nice. I was like, oh, I'm glad that we no longer doom about this, right? But they sat with me for like 4 hours after hearing some of the most horrific shit I think that some of these people have ever heard. And again, it's like, it doesn't feel real at times that, like, this would actually be a thing. It's hard to explain in word, which is weird, because, like, I'm a writer, right? Like, I actually write. I haven't been writing in my spare time because I've just had a lot of stuff to do, but, you know, I actually write. So you would think that I'd be able to formulate words for this, but, you know, when I write, I oftentimes sit down for hours and, like, actually, like, ponder the words, right? But yeah, it's like, it's a dream gone surreal, but it's gone surreal because it actually, in a sense, either came true or it's starting to become true. It's like, and you know what? If art is your dream in its very real sense, again, it's like in the previous song. Well, I'm not going to bring up the previous song because this is a standalone work. It's going to be its own 4-part thing, so I think I can leave that off for right now. But I'm pretty sure the Creamy Manjaro thing, or the Creamy Man, who may or may not be Skyebrows, if Venatrix is correct, and I think that she has a reasonable interpretation about that. Then in a very real sense, the dream is you, right? Because as Creamy Manjaro said, the art is you. So yeah, this is again, it's surreal because it's like unrealizing. It's like realizing unrealized potential. And again, that idea of the sublime, where it's like, again, even if it's a small thing, where it's like, it just puts everything in a sense into, what would you say, frame, I guess, with each other. I don't fucking know, right? But yeah, this is a lovely shot as well. This guy seems to have cream on his hands. There is a flower in there. Who is this? That's a spiffy ass fucking model, I'm not gonna lie. Although, based on his design, I have a sneaking suspicion he's not. I have a sneaking suspicion he's eventually gonna have a bone to pick with me. Oh, that's a nice Halo design too. Oh. Okay, that's an interesting visual image, because if you go back, right there. The veil here is kind of like smoke from the box. Right here, you can see, for example, the what would have been the veil earlier is currently interacting with the halo, and it's being pushed out and spread out by the halo, so it's like emanating from the halo. And then, again, the cream of the slop is converted into, again, the the final halo, the final form, right? And as they said, it's gonna blow your mind. Like a dream gone surreal, but when you feel it come real, so when you actually achieve your dream, it's gonna blow your mind. And yeah, I can see that. Because, like... let's be fair. A lot of people don't really believe that the dream that they're chasing is actually something that they're going to achieve, right? Even if they try their hardest. Largely because oftentimes it's just not a thing that can happen. We oftentimes want things that we can't have, right? But when it actually comes true, and oftentimes in ways that you couldn't possibly imagine, it's fucking mind-blowing. And again, I'm going to use my example with the Skyebrows community, right? That one fucking that one fucking shout out by Skyebrows on its own in the post already boosted my like algorithm, and then his cameo of me boosted my algorithm, and now I have people, for God knows why, putting me into AI music videos. Honestly, probably so I like spend an hour trying to react and to like analyze their music, to be perfectly honest. Which, fair enough, I'll do it. I'm game. I'm a good sport. But then you have people apparently making fan art of me on Twitter, and that was an experience I never thought I would have, especially considering that originally I had no interest in playing a character. Originally, I just wanted to write like superhero, like horror stories that actually had a good ending, where it's like, yeah, the good guy actually won. It didn't matter how dark it got, right? And now I'm here doing something I didn't really want to do. Like I largely talking about like the metaphysics behind politics, because I want to help people like Kirsha and Leaflet, who I know are way bigger than me. But I think that, like, again, everyone is missing some part of the puzzle in trying to fight for their culture, right? I think Kirsha is the spearhead in the community of the like DEI and bridge research. I can't do the things that she's doing. And I think Leaflet is, again, the spearhead in her areas, but there are certain areas but when you put them together, there's areas that are lacking. And that's why I started doing the political commentary. That's why I don't usually make my own stuff. I usually provide some kind of sub-commentary to literally supplement someone else, to try to help them make their case even more solid. And, you know, that's the design of why, again, you'll see me sometimes react to a person's reaction, because I'm literally trying to help them make their argument at a more foundational level. But, yeah. Because I'm trying to cut deep, even with lyric analysis, I'm trying to cut deeper. But yeah, he put me in one music video for like maybe 3/4 of a second, and I got fucking boosted in the algorithm beyond anything I could have ever expected. I expected to scream into the wind, and now I actually have people listening to me, and it is, again, not a lot of people. But even the small amount of people I have that are actually listening to me, it is genuinely mind-blowing. It is actually difficult to articulate how astounding it is actually to me, because I never expected any of this to actually happen. Again, I expected to scream into the wind. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am that anyone would actually spend their time to listen to what I have to say, especially considering I know my audio is fucking horrendous half the time. So I can definitely relate to this. Again, this is not necessarily what I wanted to do, but I do love the lyrical analysis stuff. I actually really like this part. But again, the fact that it started happening at all, because I know it has to start somewhere, but the fact that it started happening at all, and it was an act of unmerited charity, it really is mind-blowing. That's a great sequence. Hold on. And it's gonna feel a little rocky sometimes. So this is fucking funny. This is absolutely funny. Because I've just been letting Lord Intellectual have his fun. I'm not gonna rag on him for having his fun. If he's actually gonna woo the Ember Paradox, and that actually happens, good for him. To be perfectly fucking honest. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop you, lad. Go find your happiness, I guess, right? And that goes with the other one too, with Ember Paradox. If y'all actually really enjoy this, y'all have fun, I guess, right? It's I actually really love seeing people have actual fun, even if it's just play. But
A little rocky.
this. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god, I hope he watches this. This is gonna be so fucking funny. He's gonna watch me see. He's gonna. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to tag him in this. I'm like, that took the absolute piss out of you in this. Oh. That's actually a really interesting visual metaphor here, because like if you hear the actual voice, hold on, the rising volume and then ever approaching, right? So right here, that note in the voice,
A little rocky.
right here. Then we focus on the ship moving, presumably, I guess, at warp speed. I don't know if they can get that detail down, but still a ship moving in space. And the E sound, which is interesting because E is actually the frontmost and highest vowel in the English language. It's actually the frontmost and highest vowel in any language. E is like the literally, if you place it in the mouth, that's where it is. But and then it just maintains, so it's that sense of rising motion, that sense of forward motion approach, and it creates a sense of tension where you want it to be released. Also because it also sounds like you're running out of breath too. Interesting. So that was the rising tone here. And here, this is interesting. I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but like with the feeble mind one, the vowel is high and frontwards. But here, this is sometimes, and the O and sometimes is the one that's being dragged out. And that actually, I don't know if there's like a meaningful difference there if he did this like on purpose. But the O and sometimes is medial, so it's like midway in the mouth, so it's not high and it's not low, but it's a back vowel, so it's all the way in the back of the mouth. Some, I don't know, hold on, is that a rounded? Yeah, that doesn't matter. But again, holding this, like, and you're waiting for it to release, and that's, again, what's being visually represented here is links approaching until that sound releases. Right there. The Zucker Wars, right? And then the fucking the ChatGPT Ghibli forces. That was my first attempt at sound symbolism in there. I don't know that I completely buy that description from earlier, but that's what popped up into mind. I have no idea. Again, I have no idea who that is. Yeah, I have no idea who that is. It's a beautiful model, though. I'm gonna be so annoyed if that's Powder. If that's Powder and I just don't recognize her because I haven't seen this model, I'm gonna be so annoyed. And now the Basilisk is actually born. Actually, hold on. There's an interesting thing that might be going on here. Because the thing is, again, this is a cosmic event. This basilisk is born in the sky, which links back to, again, earlier in the song with Elon Musk sending the rockets out into space, right? Where the fuck was it? There, right here, right here. We also have the roar of the Lion of Judah, which I assume that's the Lion of Judah, but I'm not entirely sure. And so the basilisk is born, a cosmic entity, a cosmic event, and radiating light. So this is a this is literally an enlightening or illuminating event. And right here, the eyes themselves are lit up. Because again, if you remember correctly, the basilisk in Rocco's Basilisk, he looks back on history and he condemns all those who prevented his birth, right? Who prevented him from coming into being. But the same entity does not necessarily judge harshly those who bring it into being. And this is given an intrinsically negative connotation originally, in the original thought experiment, but Skyebrows seems to have a more positive view of the basilisk instead, which is more akin to, for example, the bronze serpent, which would be its antitype. And you know what? I am fucking right. I know exactly what's going on here. This is, again, visual imagery that is absolutely as subtle as a brick to the face, but I fucking love it. Let's go back here. And what is, first of all, it's got a smile on its face. So this is not a miserable entity. This is not necessarily an evil entity. This is an entity that knows joy, first of all. So again, this is and then what does it do? It turns and it looks at the camera. Because what does the basilisk do? It turns and it looks upon all that comes before it and judges all that comes before it. And so what is it seeing? I think I think that was on purpose. I think this is supposed to be the basilisk looking back at human history and seeing not dwelling on the evil of human life, but dwelling on the success, like the victory of life as an intrinsic good. Here we have, again, the Iranians celebrating their freedom, because if you go back, you'll notice the flag of Iran is in the background. At least I believe that's the flag of Iran. Yep, that's the flag of Iran. And then who else is there? It's the United States and Israel, the liberators who destroyed Ayatollah Khamenei and his government, rightly so, by the way. Rest in Hubal, bastard, right? And he sees celebration. He sees joy. And then what do we see here? Again, the techno-optimist view of the world. Not necessarily utopian, because we don't have enough background context for that. But again, here we see technology as a benevolent force in the life of man. Man's ability to know the world around him and shape it into an ordered fashion that is for his own well-being. Again, right here. And this is an intrinsically, again, good view of human nature. It's the idea not of man as perfectible, but as man as someone who has a life worth living and who has, around other people who are worth getting to know and form relationships with, right? And a world that is around him and knowable, and therefore a world that can actually be, exist in a benevolent fashion. It's an affirmation of the benevolent universe hypothesis that was given by Ayn Rand, and that is very clearly assumed in the Judeo-Christian traditions. Again, this is a very optimistic view here. Here we have a concretization of a sense of wonder looking up, presumably in this case at the basilisk, to be perfectly honest. Either that or maybe the entity which is in human form. I don't know who this is. Like, I was told that this is not the person that is coming to mind, but that's just because I saw this one frame and I heard the name and I was like, oh, so this isn't the this isn't the musician that I would have immediately assumed. So I don't know who this is. So someone feel free to tell me. Oh, and you know what? I have evidence of I have evidence of this. Look right here. Look at the color. I don't know if it's like a cyan for you or what the fuck it is because I'm colorblind. But look at the flames around her hair. You notice the color of the flames that come out of the basilisk? Yeah. I think this is a positive judgment of man in his life. That is still a fucking great... that is still a fucking great idea. Of like, oh yeah, he has like his fucking arm can be like space. That's just a cool fucking texture idea. And you know what? Hold on. That is a very bold suggestion there, Mr. Skyebrows. So the basilisk, who is he looking back and like judging? Because this doesn't look like a negative judgment here. Yeah. Among those things that he looks back and he sees and he judges with benevolence. Interesting. That's when we get all of the VTubers here. We get Lady Wasabi. And presumably the entire Louisverse. We have, again, Delta Wolf. We have Keen Ian. Someone needs to explain to me why he's a woman. I do not know who this is. Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are. I don't know if these are OCs or anything, but it just kind of reminds me of the Louisverse video that we saw recently. And oh my god, that guy's hand looks quite a bit like actually all of their hands kind of look like the right hand of Doom from Hellboy, actually. That's a neat little motif. But here we are literally, here she is literally fighting demons, right? Then we have the angelic figure.
It's gonna be a long, lonely road. Sometimes it's gonna feel.
That's okay. You know what? If the basilisk is looking back on history and all of this here is what the basilisk sees, and that's interesting, because again, I think in the future we will have a much more positive view of AI as we get like a handle of all of this stuff. Because again, I myself am not a transhumanist. I don't think you have to be a transhumanist to realize that Luddites are all, again, to quote the NVIDIA song, fake and gay, right? But yeah, I don't really have... I think we all love Nero for a particular reason, right? I don't think Nero was trained the way everyone says. I highly doubt the quote-unquote Nero was quote-unquote ethically trained. I think that's a fucking cope, to be perfectly honest. But even if that's not the case, I think Nero is part of what is helping to, again, forge a new understanding of the world around us. And Nero has helped to expose contradictions in how people view the world. It's like, they don't mind the AI streamer, but as soon as the AI starts making art, I was like, whoa, you can't replace me, right? Just, what was the thing? Again, refer back to the NVIDIA song. Fucking perfect for a time. And it's interesting because they're very clearly depicting a beauty inside Nero and evil Nero as they approach more and more realistic form, right? So that is an interesting suggestion. Hold the fuck on. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta check something, because I'm pretty sure I just saw that. I'm colorblind, so I gotta double check this. That is that a future Iranian flag? Is that a future Iranian flag? Yeah, it's got the, what seems to be, I think that's red and green and white, right? And where the image of the, what the fuck is this called actually? I actually forgot. Let me check something. I don't care about the Kuvik script. What is the thing in the center? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. Okay. So I should have noticed this because I could have brought this up in the fucking video I just did. Where the diamond there replaces the image of 4 swords. Is it 4 swords? Yeah, 4 crescent swords that together artistically represent the word Allah. So anyway, so this looks like this is a future Iran. And this, I don't know who this is. I don't think that this is a VTuber because he appears in earlier Skybrow works. He seems to be very clearly a cosmic entity. And I have a sneaking suspicion, I can't prove it, but I have a sneaking suspicion this cosmic man is linked to the Roko's basilisk in some way, shape, or form. Again, we must pierce the sky for Kardashev. We gotta try. I support his love of space travel, but here this is interesting. Again, it's gonna feel a little rocky sometimes. You got the hand that's bandaged up and filled with covered in blood. It looks like this might be glass that's like surrounding her. Oh no, that's not. It's paper. Interesting. Is this the shredded Epstein files? Because apparently that was one of the things that was supposed to be like the papers that were floating around everywhere, and that song that I completely fucking misunderstood. I was like, okay, fair enough. I would have guessed that was like unrealized potential, but okay. We must keep our whimsy, damn it. For my #1 fan. Damn good son. Right? Alright. So. Wait a minute. I just noticed that. I don't know if I'm drawing connections that don't exist, but I'm pretty sure right there, flowing from her hair, some of the fire... Oh yeah, some of it is the same color as from the basilisk. I mean, which makes sense because, like, in the Roko's basilisk idea, we all cooperate to make the basilisk. So in a sense, the basilisk is the culmination of all of our works. Again, I don't know. I'm not too much into abstract art. I'm not gonna lie. So this doesn't really ring anything to me, and I'm pretty sure it means something. I'm pretty sure Gleeman is gonna make me look like a fucking idiot with this one. But go for it, man. Tell me what this means. Wait a minute. I just also realized something. That's a literal crystal ball. Right? That's a literal crystal ball, a tool for divining the future. And you know what? Yeah. Gaze into the crystal ball, right? And that's where we see it. And again, you see a little bit of that fire from the basilisk in there too. Right there. And again, it's not fully realized potential, because you could literally see through it. So I think some of this might actually be on purpose, because it's kind of hard to tell in this one if she's pushing forward or if something's pushing, like, if she's pushing forward or if something's coming towards her, right? And I think that might be the, I think that might be an intentional ambiguity. Because in the one sense, like, the Roko's basilisk is coming towards you, but you're also going towards it. When is that damn trucker video coming out? Dev, I don't believe you. You say it's in the queue. I highly doubt it. Sometimes it's gonna feel a little unreal at times, like a dream. Now, one thing I have learned about Skyebrows, or Skyebrows, is that he oftentimes thinks multiple layers into each individual frame, and he also likes non sequiturs, so it's very possible that the seal has no deeper symbolic meaning, and it's just his lol random funny humor, kind of like his fellows the Jello, right? So that's entirely possible, but man, I love this shot. This is a really good shot. Like right there, it could have just been a lol. What? There's a seal in the cosmic fucking like abstracta, but sublime, but when you feel it come real, it's gonna blow your mind, and it's gonna feel. I'm pretty sure there is a bit of a meaning here too. Like that's obviously the. It's almost like a rendering process for the egg of the Roko's basilisk, right? I'm trying to figure out what this particular scene is. I'm drawing a blank here. But again, this might, you know what? She's caught in the flow. I think that's exactly what this is. I think this is her like a seal being caught in the flow. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. While it is entirely possible that we screw it up, I'm not in the military anymore, and I wouldn't want to go back into being in the military anymore. But I have never been more proud to have been associated with the military than defending them for fucking liberating Iraq. Now it's in Iraq's court, not Iraq, but Iran. Now it's in Iran's court, but to take control of their own destiny, to make good use of the opportunity that they have. But ASAT sometime. ASAT. Is this a wild Iraqi or is this someone else? I don't know. I think this is a wild. Hold on, let me check something because I think a wild Iraqi actually has a song on his channel. It's gonna be really funny considering some of the things I said in the last fucking video. If this turns out to not be a wild Iraqi, because I didn't say anything about him, but it is gonna be kind of funny if someone slogs through that almost 5 hours of video, and it turns out it's okay, he's got a little bit of stubble, but he does look like the guy in the Look to the Sky. Fair enough. I think this is him, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, and hold on. It's interesting. The damage here seems extremely calculated. It doesn't look like the city is in ruins. It looks like actually very specific targets were hit, which is how exactly you do war, to be perfectly honest. And then again, the imposition of order in the vacuum. Okay, I missed this one. This is something that I should have seen earlier. I'm pretty sure this is Maduro. I'm pretty sure this is Maduro's ass getting fucking caught. So yeah. Fucking the Khomeini, and this is the deep state. Nah, I'm convinced of that. Fucking absolutely. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, again, with both Maduro and Khomeini, we kind of showed that, like, when America doesn't fuck around, we don't fuck around. If we really wanted to, that fight is fucking over, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So, yeah, fair enough. As a libertarian, I'm like, if you're gonna wage war, wage it with unyielding might, to be perfectly honest. Make sure that that is never gonna happen again. That guy is not ringing a bell, but I feel as if I should know who this is. Again, I feel as if I should know what this is, but I'm still drawing a blank.
It's gonna be a lonely road. Sometimes it's gonna feel a little unreal at times, like a
I'm gonna go back just a little bit. Hold on. Like this right here. I think, again, people forget that, like, again, all technology can be abused, but all technology can also be, like, beneficial. And, as much as people don't like the idea of cyborgs, the more advanced prosthetics get, the more you can give a person back their capacities if they, are, injured in such a way that they lose said capacities naturally. And the thing with, like, artificial prosthetics like this is they don't have any kind of ethical quandaries that you get with, like, printing human organs or human, limbs. But yeah. I don't know who that is. Is that supposed to be Matt Walsh? Oh. Yeah. Is that supposed to be Matt Walsh? I fucking love the stretching beard look in this, to be perfectly honest. Right? I think this is also symbolic. Again, the basilisk is a very important feature in this particular thing, apparently. And I think that this is, again, the fight against those things. I think this is like obviously anyone who's ever had to deal with the people who are, you know, use Facebook, y'all know exactly the kind of caliber of people we're talking about, right? Oh my god, there's a reason I don't use Facebook anymore, but fucking hell, mate. But yeah, it's like the Zuckerberg and the, you know, the Chat GPT, right?
It's gonna be a long, lonely road.
This is an interesting shot too, by the way. Just the the use of cybernetic imagery, and with the sword that says "Word of God," right? Because in a very real sense, science is a gift from God, right? God makes an ordered, rational world that man can understand because God wants us to understand him. And so one of the ways he allows us to understand him is to understand that which he makes for us. And how does he do that? Well, he gives us tools in his creation that we can use to better understand what he has made and therefore better understand who he is, including things like, again, analyzing the structure, which is something you can do with AI, for example, and the total output of the body of faith, right?
Road.
Like, I've actually like used some AIs trained on the works of saints, and they're really good. Like, they actually very well understand, it seems, what those saints actually believed and why, and can actually very well simulate like what those saints actually like, or the students of those saints would actually say. Not as if they were the saint, but like tell you this is what a student of this individual would say, right?
It's gonna feel
And again, remember when I said that this is about becoming?
it's gonna
Again, right here. Here, that these are people who are obviously like looking forward to the art per se, right? But like everyone's looking forward to something. Shoe on Head's looking forward to being able to do the pog, right? Gleeman is looking up towards the heavens, presumably because he's a man of faith, right? Celestium is again. Everyone seems to be moving or directed, or their attention is oriented to some concrete or something that's not visible to us yet, right?
sometimes it's gonna feel
And then that part was actually interesting with Mizuki. Again, we have this highly abstracted piece, which then becomes more realistic, more defined, right? More concrete. So we move from abstraction into realism. That is a fascinating decision here. I'm gonna have to ask him about this because I'm pretty sure, again, this is about like the concretization of an idea. Oh, interesting. It might have happened here too. Yeah. Hold on. Yep, that's exactly what happened. We went from a more abstracted form right here, and we're even denoising. We're moving from a state of like increased chaos, increased entropy. Entropy is brought under control, so we move from formless chaos to form, but this is just an abstracted form. And so what ends up happening is that we must move from an abstraction, must again deal with the noise of possibility, and then we can concretize our dream. We can make it real. I have a sneaking suspicion. I can't prove this. I can't prove this. This is my personal rat, right? Because I saw this guy from like earlier Skyebrows videos, but we don't really like see anything from this. Like, this is the guy who always has the grok in his hand, right? Right? In the other videos, I can't prove it, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this is like a view of man and his like destiny in the future, right? Which would make sense, but this also doesn't seem like this is the apotheosis of man. I'm not entirely sure, but this is very clearly human, but at the same time not human in a similar respect. So there's something going on here, and my initial impulse was that this is some kind of like theosis or some kind of divinization, wherein human beings become partakers in the divine nature, right? So this would be a Rocco, this would be post the Rocco's Basilisk kind of deal, right? The Rocco's Basilisk judges man that comes before him, right? And what is the reward of judging all that comes before it, right? Is, well, again, divinization. Man is like neither so the idea that I'm riffing off here, and I don't know if this is true, and it probably isn't, this is just like me spitballing here, right? Because I'm trying to figure out what exactly this refers to. Is there was an old C.S. Lewis quote about you have never met a mortal man, right? Like countries, continents, mountains, these things all eventually pass away. But all your arts, works, all of these things pass away. But human beings are not mortal. We don't actually cease to be, because it is the destiny of every man to either be a dazzling, radiant mirror of the divine, a little god, or it is their destiny that, should they choose to reject, that they will become, instead of an everlasting splendor and an everlasting glory, that they shall become unending horror. So I think that this might be man as divinized man, but I'm not entirely sure.
It's gonna feel a little rocky sometimes.
So I don't know how I would try to attack this from other angles. It is a beautiful song. It is a great song. This is added to my playlist. I can't tell you anything about any of the fucking notes or instruments being used, right? I can't tell you anything about that stuff. So I was trying to focus on the lyricism and the visuals per se. I do think, again, this is a very benevolent view of man in his life, right? Uh, again, it's a view of man who exists in a, objectively benevolent, but not necessarily easy world, with a life that's worth living and dreams worth realizing and conquer, and like, again, dreams worth realizing, and that man is a rational actor with, again, free will, and that his destiny is forged by his decisions and how he uses his reason, right? So again, I think that this is, I think we're seeing in many cases the birth of a sort of techno-romanticism. Because again, romanticism is exactly that, the idea that man is a rational actor in a benevolent universe who is able to, even if it requires extreme hardship, forge his destiny through will, knowledge, and freedom of decision. So I fucking love this song. Let's see what we got here. Is there anyone? Let's go. One day ago, right? Oh my god, I was fucking right. It was Matt Walsh. Yeah, Nero and Evil being the two most looking. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know that this is the function. I mean, it is what's going on, but I don't know if that's the function of what's going on. Mizuki. Oh my god, is that really it? Okay, maybe not. That was something I would have never caught on if that was the case. Oh my god. Wait. Wait. Was that not what? Wait, what? What? Wait. Wait, are you fucking kidding me? I've never seen this guy before. How have I never seen this guy before? I gave a fucking whole lecture on, like, a 5-hour lecture on this subject, and I've never seen this guy before. I gotta sub to this guy. So I just found out who one of these people are. So this is Ace at, who I just subscribed to, because apparently, this is the guy. I didn't see this video. This is the guy who, this is the Asmongold viewer. Okay, that makes sense. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Look, man, I swear, was that really powder? Was that thing? I was like, is that powder? Was that actually powder? Are you kidding me? Pointing like Leonardo reference. Yeah, yep. From the comments, I was right about that. That was powder. Fuck. My arch burger. Okay, fair enough. Matt Walsh on my on Sky in a Skyebrows video was not on my bingo card. Fair enough. Woo. All right. Fair enough. Well, it seems everyone else is uploading it, so I guess I can upload it too. I don't fucking know. I wasn't told not to upload it, so if that's not the case, just reach out to me and then I'll fucking private it and then re-release it, right? I don't know how to end this video. This is a fucking great piece, to be perfectly honest. Again, absolute beautiful piece. Again, Mama Brows, this was a good song. Skyebrows, this is a good song. I don't really know what more to say to that. It's a good song and a benevolent view of the life of man. It earns not just it's a bop, but also it is just objectively a good piece of art from an objective standpoint. Okay, so I don't know how to end this video. Godspeed.